Hello, budgeting fam. Welcome back to Stick to the Budget. Today we are going to be doing something just ever so slightly different. I'm going to do just a budget review of the budget that I created for the second paycheck of April. And the reason I'm just doing a review as opposed to like a full-on budget with me is because I missed it. I got paid like a week ago and we are firmly in May. And again, y'all know I just can't get my life together. I'm glad for those of you who are sitting here chatting budgets with me because, I'll be on the struggle, okay? So I just wanted to go over the budget that I created and then we'll just jump right into the cash stuffing. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Let me readjust myself here. So today I am drinking on, it was a rosé. I think it's called Le Rosé. I'll put a picture somewhere if I can either get one off the internet or take a picture of the bottle. But I believe I got it from Trader Joe's on my last visit. So it's a good rosé. I like it. All right, sippy sippy, and let's get into it, my dears. So here's my money envelope. All right, so we'll come back to that. So real quick, actually there's two things I want to show you. Let's go over the budget first, and then I actually want to show you guys real quick my budget spread for, I want to say March, but we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so quickly, my paycheck or our paycheck for the second pay of April ended up being $24.34. This is the money we had after we took out some money for our mortgage. It's not actually reflective of our actual paychecks, but all the rest of these are my real numbers. And I hope you guys can see because I'm, of course, shorter than my camera is. All right. So for fixed expenses, so just bills and such, daycare was $60. S&S is shaker and spoon. So I have a shaker and spoon subscription, which is, it could, I guess, technically go under subscriptions. But what I've been doing, because it's one of my higher cost subscriptions, what I've been doing is skipping every other month. And I've been taking that $71, which gets charged to my Best Buy card. I've been taking that $71 and paying the balance of my Best Buy card. At this point, I only have $14 left on it. I could just pay it off, but I'm in the middle of a budget snowball, so I've been using this money every other month to help in my budget snowball. This is an on month for me, so for us, so I'm paying the subscription this month, and then I will skip the month of, I think technically this is for the month of May, so I'm going to skip June. Okay. Gym is my partner's gym, $37.80. Electric for our home, $91.24. Gas, $88.56. I'm a little bit concerned about our electric. We, like our city or like the closest major city to us who provides our electric is actually going to be going up soon. And so, we're also like, I don't know, it's very hard to explain, but like the city that we live in, which is a suburb of the closest major city to us, is part of an aggregate electricity supplier or something, and allegedly they have a lower rate coming and we can join them and get the lower rate. But they had an issue like last summer when we first moved in, actually when we're still in an apartment, where that aggregate like raised the rate, like no kidding you guys, easily doubled the electricity rate. So in an apartment we were paying like $200 for a month. It was wild. So I don't know. I don't know. It's supposed to go back to the aggregate if we don't opt out of it. And I think we're not going to opt out of it because I believe the aggregate supplier has lower rates than the city does, or like the provider of electricity that we use now. I don't know. It's all very confusing. I guess we'll see. Anywho, my personal loan number one, which I'm going to be calling that loan number one because I now have no loan number two through my same bank. But this first payment or next payment is $170.92. Value City for our big old couch, $126. Amex, $55, which I don't remember why I budgeted $55 because I don't have to pay that. I'm probably not going to pay that much. Internet is going to be $98.02. And then subscriptions, which this pay includes, I think, like Hulu, Netflix, Patreon for the podcast that I listen to. All of that is included in there. I hope you guys can see this, you guys. Okay. And then moving into our variable expenses, which is basically just spending, So gas, we're going to do $2.50. Groceries, $4.25, which we always go over. Household is $50. Eating out is $200. And the reason it's $200 is normally $100. The reason it's $200 this time is because we overspent last. This sounds so terrible. I'm a budgeter who be on the struggle, okay? Maybe that should be my channel name now. Budgeting, but Struggle budgeting. Can that be struggle? Does anybody else have that name? Struggle budgeting? Because that's me. Spending is going to be $300.45, which is really just where I put the change that's left over. My ABC Mouse subscription for my kids came out $59.95. I do have a sinking fund envelope for that, but I had already basically depleted it for Amazon Prime, so this is coming out of our regular pay. And then a helmet for my daughter. She's in kindergarten and her gym class is learning how to ride bikes. And so we had to get a helmet. I was actually going to return this helmet because I got it from Amazon. It was $35, $34.99 plus tax. And then I found basically the same helmet in a different colorway at Target for $25. But by the time I got that figured out, I had already cut the tags off and sent her on her way. So I'm just going to be stuck with the more expensive helmet. Okay, so as you can see, where am I? There's my finger. Okay, so our fixed expenses or our bills came up to $872.06. This is what I get for trying to do this fast so that we can move on, leaving us with $1562.12. Our variable expenses, so this minus this equals $239, and then $239 is what we had left over to put to our sinking funds. Okay, got it? All right, let us move on to, real quick. Sorry, I took this like all the way off the camera. So maybe it wasn't March. Was it April? Oh, it was April. Okay. All right, so April, just real quick. Here is my monthly spread. You see? Yeah, you can basically see. So I used the Elevated Life Co budget book, and I ended up buying purchases, sweet Jesus in heaven, buying stickers, like a sticker kit from Breezy Budgets Co., I believe, or Breezy Budgets. And she has stickers that are designed specifically for this particular budget book. And I just want to show you guys. So this was the April spread. I only got the 1 month just to see if I liked them. So I really do love the colors. I love what it adds to my monthly spread. Here, let me get these out the way. Let me show you March real quick. So this is my kind of shenanigans I got going on. So I bought a couple different stickers. I got these iridescent stickers from one shop on Etsy. I got these from Plush Planning. My bill stickers I get from Plush Planning. I want to say these birthday stickers I get from, can't remember her name, but she has beautiful stickers. It's also where I got these school stickers from. But yeah, so it's fairly plain, right? And so I wanted to get something to add a little bit more pizzazz to my spread. So the only thing I'm really going to say about it is that I do love the colors. I think it's really cool. I love these stickers. It was a really cute all-inclusive kit for the most part. The only thing that for me is that I have more bills than like they had, they provided bill stickers. So you only got looks like 1, 2, 3 bill stickers. And then where are they? Shoot. It must be these stickers. These are actually supposed to be like expense tracking stickers. I use them as bill stickers because I don't expense track that way, and there just wasn't enough of them. So there was that, and the only kind of complaint that I won't really call a complaint, but I actually struggled quite a bit with getting most of the stickers off of the sheet. I wish I had the sheet, but I think I threw it away on accident, and you could see where I like was trying to get the sticker, but I ended up pulling up the back of the sheet. And so basically they weren't like kiss cut that great. But other than that, I actually really liked it. I probably would buy it again. But I might try to explore some other options as far as zhuzhing up my budget book. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get out this money. Let me pull up my paycheck denomination breakdown, which is here. So we are going to be stuffing $239 today. Okay. All right, let's get into it. It is a crappy rainy day outside of my home, and so that's not fun. Oh, you know what? My bill's all over the place, and we don't do that around here. See, y'all, I'm telling y'all, my bank don't love me. They don't love me. I'm so nice to them, I feel like, and they be dogging me with these raggedy bills. Okay. All right, so $239. Let's count it out, and then we'll set it up. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Yeah, these are some sad bills. But you know what? After this cash stuffing, I think I'm actually going to do a bill swap. So I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to give them all their raggedy bills right back. Okay. Okay, so $239. Let's just make sure everybody's in frame. Yes, we are. Okay. All right, so let's start with our short-term sinking funds. And vacay is going to get its normal $25. Okay. I have some vacation days coming up. Although that's not what this is for. This is for ideally an actual trip. But I do have at least some time off, so I'll be at home and not at work, and that's all I care about. I took off the weekend of Memorial Day, not the actual day, which is a Monday, but just that Saturday and Sunday. And then I took off the following week so that we can celebrate Santana's birthday because she will be 6 years old. All right, 500, 6, 7, 8, 850, 870, 890, 910, 930, 950, 970, woo, 990, 995, 1000, 5, 10, 15, 25. Yeah, I definitely want to do a bill swap because these envelopes are getting a little bit thick. And I also want to take this money and put it in the bank. All right, birthday is going to be getting $30. Again, we're looking to plan Santana's birthday here soon. So I was wanting to take her to Little Chef's Academy, which if you don't have one near you is a like cooking classes for kids, basically. And they can throw a birthday party with her age group. They would be doing a pizza party. I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous previous video. But yeah, I want her and her classmates or whoever comes to make their own pizzas. They'll get to wear chef hats and aprons and, all that. I think that'd be fun. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. We just got another invite to one of her classmates' parties at the same trampoline park that we went to for the last party. So I don't want to do a trampoline park here. That's, I'm sure it's probably easy and it's a good way for the kids to get our energy, but it's been done, so I want to do something different. All right, date night is going to be getting $20. Also, in these days that we have taken off, I'm hoping that we'll be able to actually go on our date night finally. There's a comedian coming to our local improv, and so I would like to go see them. And there's also a podcast coming to our local improv that I listen to, a comedy, like a relationship sex comedy podcast that I listen to. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 10, 15, and 20. That one's called And Then We Have Sex. I hope that's not too racy for you guys, but that podcast to me is hilarious. So it's not suitable for young ears if you do want to go check it out, but it's a really funny podcast and they're doing a live show tour right now. Alrighty, self-care is going to be getting 20. I don't know. I also don't know if I told you guys about the drama around my esthetician and like her salon where I go and get Brazilians. But I think I'm sure I mentioned in a video before how like she randomly closed and then somebody was supposed to buy it and I had to, my appointments got canceled. Well, the spa has closed again and whoever was going to be buying it is not buying it. And it's like a whole thing. So now I'm just like, I need to find a new esthetician because clearly the struggle is real out here. Family fund's getting $13, which is just an odd amount, but that's what it is today. So 73 we should have. So yeah, now I gotta go find somebody to go expose myself to, and that makes me super nervous, but whatever. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have so many 10s to send back to the bank, you guys. Because that's mostly what I end up stuffing, just because, I don't be having a whole lot of stuff, so I try to spread it out as best I can. Car maintenance will be getting $5. Okay. It's real slow motion in this envelope, let me tell you. I was watching a YNAB video. So for those of you who don't know, I also use the YNAB app on my phone and also the website. Santana's getting her normal $10. And I'd watched a video recently that was like something along the lines of what like sinking funds or something that you should get rid of, like, or it was like 100 sinking funds you should get rid of or something like that. I forget what it was, but I'll try to link it if I can remember. But it was basically saying, like, you know, you can condense some of your sinking funds. Like, why do you need all of these things? But the major one, let me count this 186 first. 150, 70, 85, 6. The major one was the emergency fund. And gosh, Hannah, I think is her name. She's one of the, like, YNAB people. She was talking about, like, why her and her husband were going over their finances, and he asked, like, why do we have this emergency fund? And, like, you know, for emergencies, she says. And I'm like, yeah, for emergencies, like, duh, you know, like, that makes perfect sense. And basically the argument was made that, you know, if you have these sinking funds, then essentially you have your emergency fund, right? Because if you consider your car breaking down an emergency, well, you have a car maintenance fund, ideally, for that. Or if you know, something happened in your roof, you needed some roof shingles replaced or something, well, you have your home sinking fund for that. That is your emergency fund. Like, that's, you know, and when she kind of positioned it that way, I was like, you know what? That's actually, that make a little bit of sense. Like 1, 2, 253, 310. And it just, I have $1,000 in my emergency fund, which you'll see here in a little bit, but it kind of made me think, like, you know what, that's not really wrong, you know, like the whole point of sinking funds is to kind of plan for these things. So not only is car maintenance meant for these oil changes and maybe car washes or stickers or whatever, but also, like, for that emergency, when the car has broken down, it need to be maintenance, there's your car maintenance fund, you know. Hubby is going to be getting 15 today. And so I was like, you know what? So part of me, I say all that to say, though, that part of me was thinking about maybe taking my $1,000 emergency fund and either dismantling it, pulling it apart, breaking it down, taking it apart, getting rid of it, however you want to look at it, and redistributing those funds into, you know, my sinking fund envelopes. I don't know yet. I really haven't given it a whole lot of thought. But what do you guys think about that? Like, what did I say? 15, right? Yeah. What do you guys think about that? I think it's not really a bad idea, honestly. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. Because truly, like, every time I look at my car maintenance envelope, I'm like, oh, it doesn't ever get higher than like $60. But truly, I do have these emergency funds for it that I could put in it, because that would be an emergency to me, is that I need my car to be fixed, you know. All right, gifts is getting nothing. Our home is getting $10. Oh, was that already open? So yeah, just wondering, what do you guys think about that? All right, our home and a hot $10. All right, so we got 427. And I forget what, like, other ones they kind of did away with. That didn't really resonate so much with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. But yeah, getting rid of that emergency fund envelope, that was probably the one that I was like. And then also, I mean, how many other budgeters have you seen who've had to empty out all of their envelopes because something happened, right? Like, I think last I looked at my sinking fund, like, total, I had like $2,500 between all my envelopes. So if it truly came down to it, I would empty these envelopes in a heartbeat. You know, like, if there's just something so dire that I needed this cash for, it's gonna go away anyway, you know. So do I really need an individual sinking emergency fund when really it should be these other individual things, you know? I don't know. All right, so now we're into my long-term sinking funds. So subscriptions, we'll be getting $10 with this super raggedy 10. Look at that, just say it, okay? Raggedy $10 bill. I guess at this point it doesn't matter. I'll scoot you in that much. But so again, this was me kind of saving for Pogo and ABC Mouse. And you guys, I actually don't know what's going on with Pogo. They haven't, I'm sure I'm signed up for a subscription, like an annual subscription with EA. So I'm surprised it hasn't been charged automatically, but maybe I should be glad for that, because I don't play it no way. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. I don't know. maybe I'll go on there and at least use up all my little bonus stars or jewels or whatever the heck they give me for having an annual subscription. All right, car insurance is going to get $10. So car insurance originally was designed to save up for, excuse Asher if you can hear him. He gets all frustrated on Roblox and I don't understand it. But it was originally to save up for 6 months worth of car insurance payments, but you can see there's 40 here. But now we're just going for funding our deductible should anything happen to our cars. We'll work on the 6 months another time. All right, Christmas. Actually, I'm gonna do Christmas last. Let me go to back to school. So back to school is getting 20. Oh. Oh, no, that's for Christmas. Okay. I was about to say, well, I got $1 for. All right. Which makes, you know, cross that bridge when we get there. All right, so $20. So we should have 40. So 20, 30, and 40. These cool looking envelopes I got from Lily Budgets. I really thought I had ordered the rose gold chrome or whatever you call that. Evidently I didn't. All right, Christmas is getting the last $41 that we have here. And you can see that she's a thick girl. So 40 and 1. So again, that's why I'm like kind of excited to get this bill swap going. All right, so let me just stick this here so I have a little bit more room. Let me pull out my 52-week challenge. So the weeks that I am completing for this 52-week challenge for this pay is going to be week number 11. So that's complete. And then week number 30. And as you can see, it's looking real heavy on the low end. So I'm kind of thinking I need to, you know, pay a little more attention to this side so we can make some progress. Oh, my watch is telling me I need to get up. I've been sitting too long. All right, well, we'll come back to that. Let me be great. All right, cool. So let's count this up. Or let me add this to my little thing here. So 427, 41, which looks like we should have 3, what is that, 67? All right, let's see what we got. You know, I'm just gonna put that to the side so I don't struggle the way, yeah. So this should be 317 plus the 50. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 3, 10, or nope, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 317 plus 50 equals 367. So we are good there. All right, outstanding. I mean, we're making progress on Christmas. I'm not mad. It's just May, and we've got almost $400, which is awesome. You know, my goal is $1,300, a little over $1,300. Do I need that much? I don't know. But will I be happy if I have it? Absolutely. All right, you guys. So that is it for my long-term sinking funds and short-term sinking funds. Let's take another sip. All right, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all in my bill swap video. And real quick, after the bill swap video, I think the next one besides a budget with me will actually be a bonus cash stuffing, because I'll be cashing in my like rewards dollars. So my rewards off of my Amex, my rewards from I should be getting my big fat check from Rakuten, and then I should also be getting my Ibotta, cashing in my Ibotta. And so we're going to take all that cash and put it in my sinking funds. So that is that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.